some people, he said, he was listening to the radio, he's oiling up his machine guns, and something that I said, some songs that I was playing, put him in a different frame of mind, and he's here today. And that was 10 years ago, Adam.
It's unbelievable. It's
scary.
it is scary.
It's scary.
Yes.
It
is
Adam,
quite
it's
scary. I want to know who he was going after, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they should be kissing your
wow.
pinky ring.
Wow. I am so touched and humbled at the same time. And I've always said if we're on the radio and we make one person smile, then I start off with a smiling. Just make you forget about your daily issues that might be bothering you. Just one person smile. So that one is really touching for me today. But Adam!
What's up, buddy?
Mr. Record Breaker.
Record Smasher.
Okay, Mr.
Record Smasher.
Mr. Adam Handler, the case handler, and of course, he's from the law offices of Pollack, Isaac, and DeCicco, and they just opened, of course, a branch over in Brooklyn. I was downtown Brooklyn today, man. They really,
very excited.
You
were downtown Brooklyn?
I was downtown Brooklyn, down by Court Street, down by Adams Street, right over there.
Yeah, that's where the Supreme Court is. That's where a lot of the case handler magic happens. You know, we've walked into that courthouse and walked out over the years with many millions of dollars. So it's a great place to bring a case because the people of Brooklyn, you can't, man, out of all the boroughs, you ain't fooling the people of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. They are witty and smart, and you can't pull the wool over their eyes. So when we go to court and the defense are saying, oh, yeah, she caused the accident, or, oh, yeah, her injury was pre-existing, all you have to do is show them the proof, and they get it right away, and they get it right usually all of the time. I love Brooklyn juries. Bronx, Queens, amazing. Westchester can be brutal. Nassau can be brutal. Staten Island can be brutal. But you know what? I was actually just saying to a lawyer today. We were up in the Bronx, and we'll talk about the case in a second. But I said, you know what? I really believe if you've got a good case, and you've got the right evidence, and you've got a plaintiff that comes across as sincere, I don't care if you're in Westchester, Brooklyn, Nassau, if you're white, if you're black, if you're Jewish, if you're Asian, if you've got a case, you've got a case. And as long as you have a lawyer that's going to really drive it home and explain the intricacies of the case and explain why the defendant needs to compensate the plaintiff for that one and only chance at justice, you're going to win. I truly, call me naive, but I do believe it. If you've got a good case here, you've got a good case anywhere.
Indeed. Now, for those tuning into the program, I want you to save Adam's number. His number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Adam Handler, the case handler, is standing by as we speak. And now they have offices now in Brooklyn. So for those of you that don't want to cross the bridge, you don't have to do that anymore. And you can call that number, 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Something I wanted to ask you, Adam. There's a real sad accident that took place in the city where some debris fell off a building and the person was killed. Now, a case like that, who do you go after? The owners of the building?
Right, the owners of the building and the people responsible for the work. It's not a construction accident case because that doesn't cover the construction accident laws only cover workers.
Okay.
Right. Not innocent bystanders. But there certainly is a case to be had against the owner of the building and the entities responsible for those, whatever, either clearing the debris or supposed to be clearing the debris or securing the debris. But I say it all the time, these construction accidents, these accidents on work sites are so deadly and so serious that it's for good reason that the law is on the side of the worker. Because usually You know, if you're just, let's say you're just walking down the street and something falls off a building and hits you. I mean, what could you have done to prevent that accident?
Right.
You know,
Now,
you're not going to walk around looking up the whole time.
Right.
You know, it's just, it's terrible.
Very terrible. Now, who puts in that case? The parents, the husband, the daughters. That's how.
So it's when it involves a death, it's the estate of the decedent.
Okay.
So, for example, if you know, it's a man walking and this happens and he dies, the first person you'd look to bring the case would be a spouse.
Okay.
Because they have the right to be administrator of the estate. And then you can look to children. If there's no spouse and no children, then you can look to parents. You know, there's a certain pecking order that we go through to see who can bring the case, and then just because you're allowed to bring the case doesn't mean you're entitled to the money. Ultimately, it's up to the surrogate court if that person died without a will, which is what we call intestate. So if you die without a will, then the courts decide, pursuant to the guidelines of the law, who gets the money. I think in New York, if you die without a will, the first $50,000 goes to your spouse, and then the remainder gets split between all your distributees. It could be your spouse and 2 children, or your spouse, yeah, it would just be your spouse if there's no children. And if you don't have children or a spouse, then maybe it would go to brothers and sisters, and then or up to the parent.
Wow, and this is why you need an attorney that's, you know, going to do that homework and follow the chain of command, so to speak. For those who are listening to the program right now, I've always said that I need to give out Adam's number at least 20 times in this segment, because you still stop me on the street, Adam, and say, "What's Adam's number?" I get a text almost every week. What's Adam's number? Here it is, 844-774-3529. I don't mind you calling me, but put it in your phone right now. You know, I might be out of the country, and you need to move fast. 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. That's the number for the case handler. Now, Adam, as we fastly approach the end of the year, any interesting cases you're looking to wrap up before 2020?
Yeah, I thought we were going to get this one done today. Today, actually, we were in the Bronx. It's a pedestrian knockdown case. I don't want to get into the specifics because we now have a trial date for February, but it's a pedestrian case hit by a driver on the job in a box truck, a neck injury and a back injury. And today they made a settlement offer of $1,200,000. And you know what I did?
I was reading something. What did you do, Adam? Sorry about that.
I walked out of the room.
You walked out of the room?
I went to go get lunch. And I came back to the office. You know why?
Tell me.
Because I don't think that's enough money for my client.
Oh, well, I guess you don't want to tell what kind of figures, because everyone listens to Ivory Jam Radio. So we won't say how much you really want, will we?
I don't want to say right now, but it's certainly more than $1,200,000.
Wow.
And you know what? My client understands that, because I say it all the time. She's got one chance to get it right. One chance to get her medical bills paid. Both the past medical bills that she's incurred and the future medical bills that she's likely to incur going forward. She's got one chance to get the time out of work she's missed. She's also got one chance, because her doctors say she may never work again, to get all the time from work that she's likely to miss over the next 20 years. And then, of course, money for her injury that she sustained and money for the suffering that she's likely to go through for the rest of her life. So there are no redos. You better make sure that you get as much money as possible that is commensurate with your injuries and your losses the first time, because there are no redos. And that's that's why some lawyers beg their client to let them take the $1.2 million so they can earn their fee and move on. And then there's other lawyers that beg their client not to take the $1.2 million and let them keep going, because they know there's going to be more money to be had.
There you go. Here's that number again. Please save it. If you have any questions, please dial it. The number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. If you're injured in an accident, injured on the job, injured in the hospital, save that number and dial it. 844-774-3529. That's the number to call. And Adam, your Facebook and Instagram accounts where they can see some of the Testimonial Tuesday big checks, and I mean big in size, also big in numbers.
You cut out there, my brother. What did you say? I lost you there. Say that again.
I was saying your Instagram page and your Facebook page where they can see Testimonial Tuesdays.
Yeah,
where they see
log
the
on. Check out Case Sandler, man. I mean, we do it all the time. Yesterday, you see that smiling face from Marcia?
Mm-hmm.
From yesterday with those glasses on? Listen, if you can do so safely right now, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, check out Case Sandler. You'll see what we do on Tuesdays. We call them Testimonial Tuesdays. They're true life success stories. No BS. These are real cases with real people that have agreed, because they're so happy with the result, they've agreed to let me take a photograph with them and post a little bit about their case. Sometimes they let me post how much money they get. Sometimes they don't feel comfortable. But you can see, if there's one thing you can see from every picture, and by now we've probably done, we've done maybe 100 of these, 200 of these. They're all smiling. They still may be hurt, but for that 1 second where they could take a picture and give thanks and blessing for what I was able to do for them, they can muster up that smile, and that makes it all worth it. I say it all the time. The best part of my job is when I'm able to tell the clients that we sign the back of the check and the insurance company signed the front. Indeed, indeed. And, of course, again, I'm looking at Marcia's face with her dark glasses on, man. She is definitely going shopping. You can see this is a girl that likes her designers. Oh, she'll be doing shopping, for sure. That's my fear. I said to her, listen, don't blow this. We work so hard and you got so much money, but I think she'll be okay. But generally, when a client settles a case, after they've been through a lot, I always say, do something special for yourself. Just something to lift your spirits right away, or buy something. Just not like a TV, but something special that you always have, just to remember this time that you went through in your life, and hopefully you'll be able to to remember it and say, I moved past it. I survived. It's Destiny's Child. I am a survivor. So we try to make something good out of something bad here at the firm. We can't always do it because a lot of times that bone won't go back and that back won't get better, or that person won't unfortunately come back to life. But whatever we can do to right the wrong and prevent you from being a victim twice, rest assured we're not going to fight unless we do exactly what we need to do. That's right. And again, like I said, if you are injured and you need... And it's Adam Handler, the case handler. The number again, 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Adam, my friend, as always, time flies, but it's great to have you live. And hopefully you'll wrap that one up maybe in a couple of days. Yeah, I'm thinking probably it's going to be after the new year, but trust me, I'm going to be calling you, and it's not going to be about a settlement with a 1 in front of it, okay? I like that. 844-774-3529. Adam Handler, the case handler. You have a good evening. And Jersey, I got to pick up Jersey, too, because Adam does practice in Jersey. So, Jersey, if you're listening, you can give him a call. 844-774-3529.